If you're in a sexless marriage, I feel for you because there's nothing worse than being with a person that you love and then not being able to connect. And I know from working with lots of clients and talking to a lot of people that it's almost like a death sentence because there's no win. It's a no-win situation because either you're going to have to self-sacrifice and hurt yourself, you're either going to have to hurt her, or you're going to have to hurt both. And so by the end of this video, you will have a good understanding of whether it's worth for you to put energy into your marriage and see if you can bring the spark and the connection back, or signs where I would say that if you don't want to completely lose yourself and make it so it's detrimental to yourself, you need to make a decision. So by the end of this video, you will know what to do and if it's salvageable, and if it's not salvageable, you'll have to make a decision, or you are invited to make a decision. My name is Carolin Hauser. I am your intimacy and relationship coach. For the best intimacy and relationship advice, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any new videos. I publish them Mondays through Fridays every day. Just hit the little bell button on the channel to make sure to subscribe. I've been in the field of personal healing for 20 years. I've helped hundreds if not thousands of couples come back to themselves and really create the lives and relationships that fulfills them and makes their heart sing. I'm a published author. I have written 2 books. One is on sexual healing and the other one on just bringing pleasure back into your everyday life. I'm also the creatrix of the Blissful Marriage Method, and I have a thriving Facebook group where we talk about these topics and where blissful lovers learn how to reconnect and have amazing spiritually, physically, energetically, and emotionally bonded unions. And now it's your turn. So ending up in a sexless marriage is one of those things where when you get married, you see these people and you're like, this is never going to be us or me. And then time goes by and then something just happens. Things pile on, resentments pile on, feelings get hurt, kids come, work piles up, responsibilities pile up. And before you know it, all of a sudden, the person that you were so close with, now there's a huge emotional and physical gap in between. You don't want to pressure her, and at the same time, you're probably tired of, pouring yourself into work, going to the gym, building yet another off-road vehicle, or whatever else you do to channel this energy. And just so you know, from a woman's perspective, from me, there's nothing wrong with you as a man having sexual feelings and wanting that with your partner. It's part of a healthy relationship. So just know that, and I know you don't want to pressure her, and I know also that you don't want to cheat or do anything else, but that's why you're watching this video, because you need help. You're a good man and you deserve to be adored and loved and fully expressed in your life. And so does she. She deserves to be fully expressed and fully healed and fulfilled in her life. And so some of this is her choice. There's 2 reasons why you could have ended up in a sexless marriage. The first one is if she's had sexual trauma, she might not even know. She might know. You might know. You might not know. Part of it is starting to have a conversation to find out if that's what it is. And if that happened in her past, then the longer you're in a relationship, these things will creep up, because in the beginning you have all kinds of hormones circulating because everything's new and you're in love and so forth. And when that wears off and the mundane life comes in, we fall back into our habitual things of being. So I told you that in the beginning I would give you help in making a decision. So if she's had sexual trauma and then she needs to get help. If she's not willing to get help, then you have to make a decision if you want to stay in a relationship where you're not going to be sexually fulfilled or not. It's her responsibility to make herself happy just as much as it's your. And hopefully you want to decide to learn to make yourselves for each other happy, and then you can move forward. But if not, then you'll have to make a decision. If it is past sexual trauma, I have lots of resources. I help people heal from sexual trauma. There's lots that can be done, and as long as the person is willing, it doesn't have to be traumatic, and it can happen over a fairly short amount of time, and there's lots of stuff that you can do to help her. If it isn't past sexual trauma, then what you're experiencing is called habituation, and it happens over time with couples because of how we make love and because of how our hormones and our biology is programmed. There's actually 2 ways to make love. We only know of one, and the one that we know leads to us wanting to get away and have sex with as many people as possible to make sure that the survival of the species happens, and there's things that we can do in order to stop that and reverse it, to bring the spark back and to reconnect. The thing that you can do is bonding-based lovemaking. That's a whole nother subject in itself, but I just want you to know that that's what would need to happen. Again, in either case, you have to have a conversation with her and really tell her how you're feeling and where you're at, because if she doesn't know how badly you're suffering and where you're at, she's kind of like not in reality. And so then it's not fair to her because she doesn't really know how much you're missing it. Because, it's better to be honest and maybe create some pressure or some friction than you not talking about it and going outside the relationship or using porn or not having intimacy. You're both suffering, I'm sure. I don't think she's happy either. If she's willing to go there with you, if she's willing to look at bonding-based lovemaking and see what that entails and get on board with it with you, great. If not, then again, you have a choice to make. So what you need the most right now is courage. Just courage to have that conversation. And so now that you know exactly what to do and how to make your decision, I encourage you to check out my other resources. I have a masterclass where I go over the exact 5-step system that I take couples through to help them bring the intimacy back, reconnect, and create deeply, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically fulfilling unions where you can truly be yourself and be fully expressing it, your needs met, and she too. And in order to grab your seat for that masterclass, just click on the link below. I share it with you about my Facebook group. It's a thriving community of people just like you, who are struggling in this area and wanting to become blissful lovers and are wanting to create blissful, magically connected unions. The link to join that group is in the description below as well. If you liked this video, make sure to push the like button. Also check out these other 2 videos that will teach you about bonding-based lovemaking and how to bring the spark back. So make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos, and share this with your friends. I hope this was helpful. All my love to you, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.